Good afternoon. Good afternoon. So, I wanted to make a quick video for the end of the year here. Hope everyone is doing well on the last day of 2023. I wanted to give a quick crypto update, a couple other things for 2024. First of all, I've been getting some messages, which is nice. Happy to reply back to everyone. Not a ton of people coming on, if anyone coming on these live things, but watching the videos afterwards, which is perfectly fine. Noticing that my setup sucks and don't plan on changing it anytime soon. I'm not looking to be a YouTuber. I have a career that I'm not looking to leave, but I just want to share what I've learned over many, many years in regards to investing, veganism, and health. So we're just starting out here, and been thinking about this for quite some time, and just thought do something easy. If people care a year from now, 6 months from now, then I will do an upgrade. But this is not. I'm not going to be a BitBoy or a George or Joey Carpstrong or any of those guys. Earthling Ed. I'm looking to help where I can, and I need to upgrade. I will. But as of for now, no one really looking at live videos. I'll keep it the same. But I appreciate everyone who's reached out to me off of this. Glad it's helping a few of you, and hopefully more. So to the markets, saw a ton of people saying we're going to close at 50K or above at the end of the year. Did not think that was going to happen, and it didn't. We're at 42.5 right now. Didn't think it was going to happen because people are waiting for the first week in January or 9th or 10th when we get the news. It could be earlier, actually. It could be as early as Tuesday. That would be great. Let's get the show on the road. If it happens, we are going to have a pump. I believe we'll have a pump, and we will. I don't think it's going to be a total sell the news type of thing. I really don't. Could be. Who cares? It's not going to. They sell the news. That's another buying opportunity. It'd be great to sell the news and get down to 35 and scoop some up before the ETFs go into place. And 0.01% of $10 trillion would not be a bad thing, pushing up Bitcoin, and the alts will follow it. Alts might follow, lead it actually. Some of them, but Bitcoin just staying stagnant here. We have quite a few making their gains, right? Teller, Brain Trust, News, 3 tokens I could care less about, but they're having their little run. I mean, Teller, 71%, Brain Trust, almost 40%. Crazy. ICP, 13.5. I believe we got close to 14 on that today. Let's take a look. Yeah, 13, 14, 46, 14.50. Crazy. What a good buy. That was at $4, huh? Filecoin waking up 21%. Maple, not sure if that was a good buy at $14 or not. We're at 16.07. With that supply it has, it'll move so fast. It's gone up, $25 down to 14. I'm just not sure the play on that. If that's something you want to jump in, I jumped in on Goldfinch instead, which financial, which is about $1.30, much higher circulating supply, but that's okay. I think it's if Maple makes a big play in that sector hits it, Goldfinch will double before Maple can. Oasis Network, unreal, 14 cents. Can't believe that. I was looking at that at 4 cents for 7 months. Polyswarm. I recommend you guys taking a look at NCT Polyswarm. Just keep an eye on it. I don't think that's going to be anything huge, but we're 0.0124 now. If it jumps up to 5, you're sitting pretty good. And then it'll get momentum, just like AIOZ. Went from a penny to 20 cents, and it's been now in the range. It was 14 to 17. Now it's 12 to 14. that is worth keeping an eye on. So my thought for next year, assuming we are able to get into bull run, nothing too crazy macro happens, Powell leans into possibly getting dovish and lowering rates, and we get some approvals, and Gary Gensler lays off a little bit, right? They just had a little win, but if they can settle with XRP in the meeting in January and not go after anyone else, and the sentiment turns around, and as we see Jamie Dimon now changing his tune a little bit, we'll see how that goes. Very interesting when you're cutting it down and you're buying it, right? Buying it makes sense. My thought is for next year, I would, be careful with the full-time crypto YouTubers. There's or just shilling, and whether they're shilling projects that they're involved in, or that they want to pump up, they want you to pump up, or they're shilling their, bit buys or whatever, buy this wallet, buy, I trust, whatever it may be, it's their full-time job, and they make a living by you buying everything that they're promoting, right? I mean, are you actually guys buying their apparel? You actually walking around with a BitBoy apparel, or Discover Crypto apparel, or Ben Armstrong X apparel, or Crypto R Us? I think George is great, a little too bullish, all the time, but he and many of his alt predictions are just completely off. But I mean, are you really wearing their apparel? Save your money. Buy, $100 you're spending there. Buy an alt. Buy $100 worth of Solana. Save your money. Don't buy apparel. I mean, it's just crazy. Do what you want with your money, but I mean, I'd rather put it into, if you have the money to spend on that, that's fine. But if you're just doing that to support them, they're fine. They have sponsors. They have huge sponsors. They're doing okay. Save the money on the apparel. Buy some more alts. Just be careful on using their links for things. It's not a scam. It's just you're paying them every time you use their link. I don't know. I don't have all the answers, but I'm not going to sell you anything, right? And there's many YouTubers out there and people who do this that won't as well. I think Crypto Casey is awesome. Completely stand up. But you have other desperate people. You can see it in their voices when they're trying to, hit the like every 5 seconds. You know who I'm talking about. They're making a living off this, and that is fine, but don't let them suck you dry. In regards to that, make sure you have powder on the side to make the moves and do what you need to do. You're not scrambling. I mean, there's a really good YouTuber crypto guy that just got turned on to last week, and he's awesome. He's really good. He has a setup like mine. I mean, it looks like he's using his webcam. It comes on as great, but he said, this fishing and photography is his main gigs. Well, he's not trying to push anything. Totally like to support him, but I hear him say, if I had any money, I would do this. You're doing this for a living. You don't have any money. You don't have dry powder on the side to take advantage of the dips or the projects you want to get into. That is just brutal. This guy's great. I could say his name. He's awesome. I'm really impressed. Some of the guys who have just been, the guy Rob, Crypto Investments or Financial Investments. I can't think of his name. I just started listening to him a week ago, and it's completely refreshing from some of the news I've been getting for the last few years. Who I like the way Discover Crypto's kind of going now. Some of them, DZ is great. TJ I think is the best on the channel. And then that I take all the words with a grain of salt. George is okay. Listen to him all the streams, but a little too critical, I think, and a lot of his calls are way off. But no one really truly knows what's going to pop and when, right? Just be careful with that. Have dry powder. Have it. Whatever you got to do. You got to go do Uber Eats, DoorDash, and you'd be surprised that $100 a week you can make there. You just DCA with it or more. But if you have a job and you can do a second thing, and if you don't have money on the side, do what you got to do to hustle to get more money, because this is going to be the year. I said, if no more FUD happens, this is going to be the year where we should have been doing this all along, which I have, but everyone should have been small here and there, DCAing over time and what you want. But now's the time to diversify. Now's the time to look at some of these smaller projects that have not popped. Avalanche has popped. Solana has popped. They're going to go more. Many people don't think Solana will get above 200 or 300. It may not. Many people think it's going to be 1,000. It certainly could. When the bull market truly is on in full force, there's no stopping anything. Bitcoin's going to jump 1,000 at a time. Solana's going to jump, 100 in a matter of 3 minutes. And Avalanche will then make its move. I never thought I would, but I bought some Polkadot the other week. I just bought some more this morning. I don't think it's going to be huge, but if it gets to $30, it's fine. So many people just want the 1,000x. That's great. You can get those. Who knows what they'll be, right? They're the ones that you've been looking at and then decide to get something else, and those are the ones that pop, as we know. Diversified. A lot of people want to just have 3, 4, 5. Not financial advice, but me, I've spread it to now I'm at about 34, and probably have the littlest amount of like Solana, Injective, and a few others that have already popped. And some of the smaller ones I've loaded up. Polygon, that's going to have its turn. It started to have its turn last week, but people selling off and taking some profits, and just people are waiting. People are definitely waiting. You can see it in the market. You can see, it is New Year's Eve, right? And we've had Christmas, so it's been a little slow, but it's been really a sell-off. Try to take advantage of it. Diversify your portfolio, but do the research. Don't just listen to YouTubers. You can find out some coins on that, from Altcoin Daily or Discover Crypto, but then do your research. Just because they say stuff, don't take that as a buy. Do your research first. Then you have no one to praise or to blame than yourself. Right? A lot of times those chills are great because that's the first you'll hear of the coin, or the project. But then do your research, right? As I've been saying, next year, XRP, Cardano, they will have their turn. If you've been holding on to those long term, why give up now? Are they going to get to $10, $20? Heck no. No way. But XRP at $5, above its all-time high. If it gets to $5, it might, once it gets to over, $1.50, it's going to pick up momentum. You saw how fast it went from 60 cents to $1 on news of a possible spot ETF. And that was just a rumor, and instantly popped up to $1. Just think of what's going to happen when it really starts popping, and it's always the last one too. A couple resources to watch for you guys that I mentioned a few streams back. Watch Dominion on YouTube. It's free. Watch Earthlings on Dominion if you want. It's free. What the Health on Netflix. Game Changers on Netflix for your athletes. Anyone interested in health, look at dietitian Brenda Davis out of Canada. Dr. Neil Barnard with Physicians Committee. Dr. Joel Furman and Michael Clapper. Dr. Greger for Facts on nutritionfacts.org. Dr. Esselton if you have heart disease. Right? I've gone over this before, but it's important if for people who are Christians and religious, and you want to think of how food and religion tie together and what the Bible says about what you should eat and what we were supposed to eat and what we are now doing. Dr. Milton Mills, he's a Seventh-day Adventist. Great videos on YouTube to check out. Joey Carpstrong. Check out some of his stuff. Earthling Ed, Gary Orofsky. Watch Gary Orofsky's speech, The Best Speech. Best Speech. It's an hour long. There's many out there. Watch the one that's an hour long. It's from about 2009. If you need anything, please reach out to me. I hope you guys have a happy new year. Get ready for crazy market next year. it's going to be great. Like I said, if we do not have any horrible macro stuff come out, no more wars, or if we can, Ukraine and Russia settle down, Israel and Palestine, and the rest of the craziness. If China backs off a little bit, and we don't get a ton of FUD here, and our inflation stays where it's at, even though they say inflation's coming down, we know it hasn't in the grocery stores. Maybe a little bit. It's tapered off a little bit. It hasn't come down, right? A can of beans that used to be 90 cents are now 150. That's not 12% inflation or 20% inflation. So it's entrenched, and now it's a matter of price gouging, right? Because product has come down for these manufacturers. Many of it has gas prices, and you name it. Petroleum is involved in all this. It's involved in the packaging. It's involved in the transportation costs. So their costs, and I know this because I work for, in manufacturing. I handle the Midwest for manufacturing, and costs have come down in some aspects, but food costs have not, right? That is called gouging. Not sure if the government is going to catch on to that and try to do anything, but right now that we are in a gouging state. It's not inflation anymore in regards to that. So our CPI numbers, which are a load of crap, but if those, stay leveled or dip a little bit, we are going to, and our unemployment goes up. We don't want to see that, but if it does, the Fed will stay dovish, and they will stay steady, or they will start declining rates, right? It's an election year. In an election year, a lot of things happen, and, the incumbent is going to want to push getting this economy, going stronger, so he can, use that against his opponent. You have two crappy choices, but that's for another time. You guys get dry powder. Have a happy new year. Get dry powder. Do what you have to do to get money on the side. So you're not selling things or selling cryptos or other things that you want to hold on to buy something else. Do what you need to do now to be ready for January, February, March, right? We have the halving coming up. That will be, usually there's a drop after the halving. Be ready to buy then, right? Because after that, we have a year of fun. So need anything, reach out. You guys take care.